Curvies. Curvies. Can you hear me now? Am I here now? Do you feel boxed in, drawn out? I think I'm here. I think I'm here. Let's see. Maybe because of the title of my last one. Am I in here? Hello. Am I here?
Yes.
Hi, you guys. I hope I'm here this time. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. I didn't even start talking about politics this time. But I did have that Jesus and God weren't speaking, but one was talking to Stanberry and Talene for the title of the last video. So maybe they did or did not like that. I'm not sure what happened, but I froze about 30 seconds into. I froze about 30 seconds. Am I here? Let's go here. I don't know. It's showing me that I'm not here. Live. 2 minutes ago. I don't know. I think there are people in here. Let me see. Oh, I think I'm in here now. Let me see. Is this real? Hello? Oh, there it is. It did come up in this chat because I kept pressing the live thing and it kept taking me to the one that it kicked me out of a second ago. So I was like, okay, technical difficulties are to be expected in life. And this is just another thing about how don't panic, pivot, and figure it out. Okay, let me not panic and pivot on this. Okay, we are back. All right. Look who's here. Bianca Edwards is in the house. Thanks for coming through. Zelene Turner's in the house. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate both of you guys for coming through. You haven't caught up with Dubai, so you have to watch. Here to support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I love support. Thank you so much. It's like a warm hug, isn't it? So I appreciate you taking the time to cyber hug me. Oh, that's better than cyber stalk. I did have a cyber stalker one time. Who had a real life stalker too. But we don't need to talk about all that. So we are here though to talk about none other than the Real Housewives of Dubai. They finished out the season. Let's see how this shares. So the Real Housewives of Dubai finished out the season strong. But I must say that they didn't leave a lot to my imagination. I saw it coming from a mile away. The betrayal that Talene was going to do towards Caroline Brooks. I saw it from a mile away that Ayan and Lisa would only get so far this season. I saw it Yep. I did not really, I underestimated Stanberry's position in all of it, though. She's like the silent crypt keeper for the Dubai ladies, and for some reason, they either bow down to her and stab their best friends in the back, or if they alienate her, then they get exorcised from the group, like what happened to Brooks and to Lisa Milan. So I had pretty much reviewed the whole season up to the first reunion. Now, the reunions, I decided to just clump them together because it was a lot of, you know what, you ladies are living in Dubai, and this is a lot of bickering over nonsense. And let's just stick with the betrayal of Ayan, Chanel Ayan, and all her fabulosity betrayed Lisa, period. And that betrayal was called out in real time by Lisa, who had every right, who even Chanel Ayan said had every right to question, like, what, right? And then for some reason ran to the arms of the person that she said in about episode 4 that, oh, I would never go to Stanberry. Oh, did you see how Talib ran to Stanberry over Brooks? I would never. And that, as soon as she said that, I was like, oh, that must, she must is going to do that in the next episode. Nope, it wasn't the next episode, but it was about 3 episodes after that. Yep, sure did. Yep, she sure did. Chanel Ayan sure did betray Lisa Milan for Stanberry, of all people. Now, I already told y'all that I feel like Stanberry, if you guys don't know who the players are, let's see. It's Toddy. Vision is in the house. LRGA Curves answering the phone for Toddy Vision. Hello? Hello? I'm going to have to put you on speaker just a second. Don't give out any personal information. We're live. Hello? Yeah, you should come live with me and just listen. Well, you can't really come up because I'm live via YouTube. Yes. You need me? Is it movie night or something? Oh, ooh, a mobile home. I'm into tiny homes. And I used to manage a mobile home community. You know, the only thing with mobile homes is the slip fees, just like with boats and stuff. They're nice and pretty, but then you got to figure out some place to put them. And usually the places that you can put things like a mobile home, those mobile home RV communities and stuff like that, have what's equivalent to HOA fees that they can raise at any time, and it's connected to your power. And look, I was at the property one time and they actually towed the person's mobile home off their freaking lot. And they got home and their mobile home was outside the place, girl. So there's like little things that you got to be in like that. But if you got it and had a place to put it, then that's great. And then, well, yep, that'd be great. That's a great starter home. Mobile homes are awesome. No worries. Talk to you soon. Peace. I had to take that. That's Toddy, vision. So anyway, if you guys don't know the players, let me break it down for you. Yeah. Let me put you over here, but I want you half, and then I want you over here. Okay. So the players are. Are you gonna work for me? Chanel Ayan is one of the players in my in the Real Housewives of Dubai. She is actually, guess what, you guys? 6 degrees of separation. She's the real life, like, first cousin of Uba, Real Housewives of New York. We're going to get at that also later. Need to catch up on that. Just started this week. Want to let a couple of episodes build up before I. Hey, wait just a second. I'm not sure what they're doing. So, like I was saying, that was son one coming through the door. Okay. So, yeah, you did not miss anything. You didn't miss anything because it was a lot of what the Real Housewives of Dubai reminds me of. I love the opulence. I love the luxury. I love when they do have lunch or dinner or breakfast. It has gold flakes involved. I love it. I love the fashion. I love just the luxuriousness, the everything of the environment of Dubai. And I did appreciate how it felt like all the women were truly connected in um, authentic ways beyond the show. And that the ones that we didn't know were willing to get to know the other women. But then it immediately turned into Housewives 101, where there was somebody, a producer or somebody must have been like, you guys need to pep this up or something. And Stanberry, who is this lady right here, that was Chanel Ayan, Stanberry, who is Ladies of London alum. She used to be on Ladies of London, also aired on Bravo. I never watched that show. I heard it had some seasons. It always tries to come on after I do watch Real Housewives of Dubai. I haven't let it play. But she's from that show. And so I guess that makes her the head mistress of this show. I'm not sure how, though, in Dubai. I mean, if anything, she should have been like the number one friend of or something. But I don't know why everybody, the bottom line, the people line up to kiss this woman's ring in Dubai. And I'm like, this bitch is from London. Why are y'all lining up to kiss her ring in Dubai? Like, she doesn't even have like really a storyline for real, y'all. She has zero storyline. What was my note on her? Um, Lexus. Yeah, she has no storyline. Okay. She married this younger guy. And other than that, and be mean to him and let her kids be mean to him and berate her new husband, she basically loves tearing apart the other lady's relationships and openly says it. She's like, oh, I was just having a little row at their relationship. Oh, I just wanted them to have a little problem. Oh, I just wanted them to this, as long as it's negative to the other ladies. I'm like, look, okay. It's like back up, Satan. You know what I'm saying? Why are you coming over here with all that kind of energy over here when that's like, that doesn't match the luxury and the opulence, Caroline Stanberry. That matches some colonizing. Okay. That matches colonizer ways where you just come around and you use town folk to make the other town folk richer with annoyance. And last season, we witnessed you use Brooks to go against Lisa and Ayan. Those of you who don't know, this one is Lisa Milan in this fabulous dress right here, Lisa Milan. And this is Caroline Brooks. And this is Sarah Almadani. Sarah Almadani, self-proclaimed guru. And this is Talene Marie, an American singer girl who wanted to be, I guess, Tina Marie, I suppose. And so, because she used to be a singer, I guess, here in America, I'd never heard of her. But yeah, and this kind of looks like an eye. The more I look at this, the more that looks like an eye. Doesn't that look like an eye right there? You see that? You guys see that? Did it catch that? Yeah, right here. Doesn't that look like an eye? So anyway, that's Talene, and then that's Stanberry. And Chanel Ayan and Lisa Milan were besties last season. These two here. And the Lisa, the one in the beautiful, like wet looking dress, she has a business called Mina Row, and it's for pregnancy things. It has pregnancy wear, it has like things you need during pregnancy, it has uh, gear. She had a yoga experience on the show, a whole spa day experience on the show. She has belly wraps. And I was like, you need to get this stuff to Candace Dillard Bassett. And then look at this. I'm going to show you guys. I caught the live of Candace Dillard Bassett unboxing Lisa Milan's Mina Row for Baby Bassett earlier this month, you guys. Well, look, it's only the 6th of the month. So it was like around the 1st. So yeah, so I'll be sharing that with you guys. Keep an eye out for you. Make sure you guys have the bell smashed over here on Larger Curves, because if you ring my bell, yeah, thank you very much. Then you can hear when I upload that video, you'll get a little notification thingamabob, thingamajig, thingamalooey. I don't know who you like to call on, but you'll get a little ring-a-ling, and you'll know that I uploaded the video that had Lisa Milan's Mina Row products being unboxed by Candace Dillard Bassett, formerly of Real Housewives of Potomac, which will be coming back very soon. Soon and very soon, we are going to see the king. Oh, soon and very soon, we are going to see the king. Oh, sorry, you guys. I have Tourette's. I told you guys I have Tourette's. We named it. So instead of Tourette's, which I can also display attributes of, where you have like tics and swear a lot for no apparent reason, I also have, what just happened? I also have Tourette's. Okay, I guess it's okay. I don't know. I also have Tourette's, which is I turn everything into a song. I say a word, I say a phrase, and it triggers a song memory. And probably because I'm so old that I do remember a show called I Can Name That Tune, and it did not have Jamie Foxx as the host. That's how old I am. Yeah, the very first original where the man was sitting with the piano and he would play the note C. Ding. After somebody said, Bob, I can name that tune in 5 notes. And then the other person would be like, Bob, I think I can name that tune in 3 notes. And then one would be like, Bob, I can name that tune in 1 note. And they would give a description of the song. And then they would get their 1 note of the song. And they would say the answer, y'all. Amazing, amazing. Anyway, so yeah. So anyway, Lisa and Chanel Ayan were to me the dynamic duo last season. I was so looking forward to them coming back and like raining on these bitches this season. You know what I'm saying? Because specifically, Chanel Ayan and Lisa had to go up against Stanberry and Brooks, of all people, last season. And they were specifically attacking Lisa Milan's business. Okay. Now, Lisa Milan's business, Mina Row, is the most legitimate business in my eyes currently on the season. Now, there was a fruitcake lady who was on, who had a billionaire fruitcake lady at that. And she has obviously legitimate businesses also, but she's not on the show anymore, is she? So as far as legitimate and businesses and something you can feel tangible that has like a record, there's Mina Row. And last season, Stanberry was so upset that Lisa Milan is so beautiful. I feel like she was intimidated that Sergio and me, Lisa Milan, had a little cutesy friendship, and she felt threatened by Lisa Milan. This is allegedly, in my opinion. This is what I observed as a viewer. And there was this dinner where she got so upset at Lisa Milan, and Sergio protected Lisa Milan. And Stanberry got so upset with Sergio that he flipped in front of us. He went from, oh no, Lisa's a good person, she would never, to in front of us be like, oh my God, I see exactly what you're talking about. She's horrible. And they totally went against freaking Lisa Milan and ostracized her and was talking about her so bad and made it their mission to besmirch her business, her good name, calling her an escort, knowing that kind of shit's not allowed in Dubai. You know, your reputation is a lot in Dubai. I hear you, I can't even kiss my husband the right way in Dubai without getting a ticket, even as a tourist, okay? I'm not trying to catch a case in Dubai because I love my man, okay? But to call her an escort on global television, which is part of the blowback from what I hear about the why the people didn't even want a Real Housewives of Dubai in that particular region, is because of the conservativeness of the region, and the culture over there is very hyper conservative. You know what I'm saying? So then we have earlier in the season Brooks yelling on the street. That was like, she could have got locked up and probably got about like 100 lashes for that shit, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they're not playing. Remember that tourist got locked up for yelling at the man in the thing at the car rental place? And she was a tourist and she ended up getting locked up. She was down there for like 10 days extra and shit. Okay. And then had to find a way home. Okay. So, anyway, as a viewer, my observation last season was Stanberry and Brooks, Caroline Brooks, the two Carolines together last season, Caroline Stanberry and Caroline Brooks together last season attacked Lisa Milan. Lisa Milan was protected by her friend Chanel Lyon. They came in good this season, but we never, as a viewer, got any apology or reprimandation or reparative action or recidivation or whatever you call it when the people was doing a crime and they trying to make amends. um, we didn't get any of that from Stanberry because she's so English. She doesn't have to apologize. She doesn't have to take accountability. She gets to act like, oh, what was the big deal about anything that she has a part in? And her part is always, what's the big deal? I only. All I did was, and everybody else has like the real issue to deal with, but it's all at her behest. And I feel like she uses the other women as court jesters. We already went over what a jester is here. If you don't know, they did not have one on Bridgerton. However, in traditional courts, they used to have a jester that would entertain the people of the court by being a buffoon, or by having um, by being a buffoon or doing some kind of silly stuff, right? And I feel like Caroline Stanberry uses the other women in that regard. And she doesn't have to do anything except for be rich, allegedly. But then Michael is paying for everything. She's only rich like when Michael's not paying, I guess. And Sergio can't feel like the man of the house. Sergio is her trophy husband, who's like 20 years her junior and wants her to have a baby. And she's like 48. Be more shorties in the house. What's good? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. So Caroline Stanberry doesn't really have a storyline. Like they even flew in her 100-year-old English parents to the show was it in the last episode? Flew her 100-year-old parents out to try to give her a storyline. Like, I was not into it. It was not interesting. The whole scene was boring. It wasn't even Downton Abbey kind of boring. It was like boring. Okay. And her and Sergio, it's hard to watch that. She doesn't really give anything, and she's always trying to come between other people's relationships. She used Brooks last season to come between um, Lisa and Chanel, and was very proud of it. And then when Brooks did not want to be used this season by Stanberry to be mean to her, who she thought was her friend, this witch person lady right here, Talene Marie, who begged Caroline Brooks to be on the show. I mean, thirsty much. That's why I put a camel in front of her. You want to see her camel? She has a pet camel. Let me see. Can I find her pet camel? Wait, Milo, go out. You are so funny, babe. Let's see. Where's your camel? Here's your camel. See how I gave her a camel? Can you see it? See how I gave her a pet camel? Because she's thirsty. She's thirsty. Yes, she got a pet camel. Stanberry gets a pet camel. Sarah gets a pet camel. They all get pet camels because they're thirsty in the desert. And I'm just like, they would do things that, I mean, other housewife shows have already done. Like we're 13 seasons in on a lot of these shows, 14 seasons in on a lot of these housewife franchises. So having oh, you flashed my husband with your vagina because you don't wear panties gate. That was already done with PK and Dorit and Erica Jane before we found out her money was blood money from victims, allegedly, and orphans, because her husband just got found guilty of frauding all those people and taking all his money. And she had to give back those earrings. Remember, she was on the show. Now I'm going all over the place. This is Housewives Roundup coming all through Sunday. So, so let's get back to Real Housewives of Dubai, though, because I just feel like it was a real disservice to have been used twice now, Brooks. Brooks comes off to me as a very savvy woman, and it's hard for me to watch her constantly be taken for a fool. It's hard for me to watch her be taken for a fool all the time because she seems so smart. And I know her ex-husband was brutal with her. And so it kind of just feels like she's always trusting the wrong people. Because she trusted Stanberry. Stanberry dropped her for Talene. Talene dropped her for Stanberry. Chanel dropped Lisa for Stanberry. Sarah dropped Brooks for Talene and Stanberry. Now Lisa and Brooks are in real life the only ones talking to each other. And Chanel Ayan, Talene, Stanberry, and Sarah are all still talking in real life. I don't know what they're going to do next season, but Chanel is power hungry. She is. I did not like her temperament. That's why she gets a camel too. You see, she got a camel too. Let me make sure we can see her camel too, because she does not get off the hook. She was very thirsty to throw her sestra, Lisa Milan, under the bus, sacrificed Lisa, okay, for the colonizer, Stanberry, all because Stanberry would laugh and she could have a fun key. I don't know. I don't think that Lisa made Chanel Ayan act a certain way. I felt that Lisa's presence made Chanel Ayan want to act a certain way, but it wasn't like a requirement for them to be that way. And those little flashbacks they would do to like be her, oh, take off your gloves or I'm not playing with you. That was just her being funny. That wasn't like oh, I'm trying to control you. It was like you'll be able to play better if you take off the gloves thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I just don't think that this season showed the sestrahood that I really enjoyed from last season. And missing that sestrahood was a disservice to the franchise that has the opportunity to be the replacement because it is so fabulous and so luxurious and opulent. I mean, the bitches are arguing while they're eating gold flake salads. Okay. I mean, like, get it together already. Don't have time to argue and bother with this shit. Like, why are you really mad that this woman is running a business and branding it so well? That was one of the stupid arguments where the ladies are arguing with Lisa Milan because she has a business and she branded it so well at her promotional event. Like, that's ridiculous. And they don't even have any brands that they're promoting. So I was with Lisa when I was like, you guys are hating on me because I have a legitimate business and you guys work out on the beach with the housewife once in a while, and you yell at your husband the other part of the time. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think that, oh, my mayor's in the house. Hey, what's good? What's good? I think that if they get another season, I don't need to lean back. That was such a betrayal thing. I mean, she came knives ready to throw Brooks under the bus. And that scene with her mother, I will never forget it or forgive her for having that scene with her mother and her sister. Remember that scene that Talene had with her sister and her mother when she was attempting to break from and have a reason to break from Brooks? She got her mother and her sister on God's television to imply that Brooks is unhinged and used the word, I think they used the word unhinged. Her sister said, oh, she's unhinged anyway. And I think the mom said something like, doesn't she have a drinking problem? So really, bitch, you're going to come on this show that you begged me to bring you on and then bring your mom and your sister on to work against me and imply that my reputation should not be respected because I'm just an unhinged drunk bitch? Really? I don't think that was okay. I think that Talene Marie needs to see her way out of the door, okay? Because that's toxic traits 101. And we don't need that kind of toxic traits in the desert, okay? We don't need it. We don't need it. They were boring anyway. Her and Rafi with their white marble floors, with their white walls and their white furniture house up in the penthouse, looking out over the man-made fan palm thing. Fake. I don't care. You were boring, Talene. Boring. And your betrayal was not entertainment to a person of my caliber. To a person like me, that's not entertainment. That's not entertainment to get on the TV and show how thirsty you are with your pet camels that you would betray my Caroline Brooks, who was only sticking up for you because Stanberry tried to Erica Pantygate you. Yeah, Stanberry was basically the Doritos of Dubai, bringing up her, oh, my husband saw your vajayjay. We already had that storyline. And then Sergio was an ill-fitted PK, okay, because he never knows what they're talking about. He doesn't know. He didn't even know that you couldn't take a baby out halfway through and then give it to the surrogate if she got tired of holding the baby. You guys, I don't know if he understands yet that the baby actually comes out of a vagina. Like, that's what the womb is. He might think that people had it like a speech thing and meant to say room, and they were saying the room. You know what I mean? That's how ditzy this dude is. Anyway, so Talene doesn't need to be back. Stanberry can come back if she's a friend of, because she doesn't add anything. trying to break up the rest of the cast friendships when the whole show is supposed to be based off of friendships is a stupid brand, lady. Like, I'm just like, I'm gobsmacked that they would allow this to be an almost plausible storyline in Dubai when they have all this opulence. I mean, you're just going to take all of this and turn it into like OC status because that's so trashy to just your brand. Stanberry's brand on this show is to come for other women's relationships and stuff, and she doesn't have much going on. She came for Lisa last season, came between Lisa and Chanel this season. She used Brooks last season to come between them last season, and then went against Brooks this season when Brooks was getting at her about don't talk about my friends for JJ on TV. She's a mother, she's a wife. Like, why are you bringing up her vajayjay? The first, like, the people we just started rolling, and you're bringing up my friend's vajayjay on TV. I was like, oh, Caroline's a good friend. I was thinking Caroline Brooks was a good friend to check Caroline Stanberry on presenting her friend Talene as this pantyless, drunken trollop who inadvertently flashes baby men because she can't stand up straight when she drinks so much. Like, nobody wants that to be their reputation on a show that they just got on, which made Talene's betrayal even more so betrayal because Caroline Brooks, had been, come down here. Where are you guys? Because Caroline Brooks, they're pixelated now, but who cares? Caroline Brooks had been taking up for basically like your honor in a way because she knows that this is real TV and how fast things spread. So she's sticking up for Talene against Stanberry, saying, don't say that about my friend. You shouldn't have done that. And was really hot because Talene did cry about it. Now, she wasn't on the floor in the fetal position. That did not happen. But Talene was affected by it and just tried to play it off. She decided that laughing it off would be better than digging her heels in, because the bigger you make a deal out of it, the more people will be talking about it. And she probably just wanted people to shut the fuck up about it. You know, I can understand that. And Brooks wanted Stanberry to take accountability for saying these things, knowing that they would be harmful. I mean, you're a woman. I mean, would Stanberry have much liked one of these ladies saying that she like was pantyless, falling down someplace or something? Would she like it? I don't think so. I don't think so. So for her to take this position and think it was ha ha so funny, ha ha, Sergio thought it was rather nice, ha ha ha, you know, all of that. And Brooks was like seething. She was like, you better stop using my friends for JJ for your storyline, right? I was really thinking Brooks was a good friend for that. And all it got her was Talene's knife set in her back. And it turned out that she brought her mother and her sister on too, to help besmirch this woman's reputation, whose only crime was trying to help your reputation not get smeared by the colonizer. I see stuff different, y'all. I be seeing stuff different. Anyway, let's see. Who else was on the show? Then we have Sarah Almadani. Now, Sarah, she was trying to play baby Jesus with Caroline Brooks. Can we get over there? There we go. She was trying to play baby Jesus with Caroline Brooks. There we go. And Remember, she was doing her life coach thing, and she was making trying to take Caroline Brooks on a healing journey. Now, I'm not sure what gives Sarah Almadani the self-proclaimed guru status that she has. I know that she came from a lot of abusive relationships, and she's gone on a lot of retreats and had several counseling sessions. But I'm not sure why she's in charge of picking a castmate every season and trying to fix them or help them heal or bring up something that they might or might not be ready to bring up already. And last season, we saw her do it with Chanel Ayan and her female circumcision journey. And then this season, we saw her try to help Brooks heal and be a better person. And I'm not sure why she's in charge of that. Not real sure, because she's not doing like great at home. I'm not one to talk, but it's interesting that she feels so willing to give out advice when I don't really think her advice is really sound. Like, she told her son that he was going to get kidnapped by the nanny. And then when he got scared, she's like, oh, I wish he wasn't scared. But she still wouldn't have kept anything from him. I don't know. It just is like, ugh. So, but Sarah Almadani had a friend of this season named Sabine. Sabine did not show up to the reunion, but Sabine did post on social media some months ago, right after the reunion, no, right before the reunion aired, that she had cut all ties with Sarah Almadani. And then did some cryptic posts about people who pretend to be spiritual need to da 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 da. Uh-huh. So yeah, so maybe her friends also are seeing it. Her and Brooks currently aren't really talking. Um Now Lisa Milan, her business is thriving. She did send this box of goodies over to Candace, so that was really cool. And that was recently. And then Chanel Ayan is being fabulous without a camel at Paris Fashion Week. And she walked in Paris Fashion Week. That was incredible. She looked beautiful. She was in her element. And yeah, I'm feeling like Lisa did not speak enough at the reunion, but there's also power in silence. And she didn't get a chance to say the wrong thing either. So that's a good thing for her. They were over talking her a lot, and I felt like that spoke volumes. Because you know Housewives formula? The person that doesn't let you speak doesn't let you speak because they don't want they don't want you to be heard because you have a point. That's why they're talking over you, so nobody can hear your point. That was going to be a good point at that. So Talene wouldn't let her talk. Stanberry wouldn't let her talk. Ayan wouldn't let her talk. They were all, every time she opened her mouth, and she was looking at Andy, she was like, Andy, can I finish? And Andy was just like not even letting her finish. I didn't like that. Andy and his hosting skills are, he's not a great host, and he needs to ask better questions, and he needs to either watch or get somebody to watch and then write down the questions to ask, because he did not do a great job. And I felt like Lisa did not get first chair questions from Andy, and she did not get first chair conversations in because of the over talking by the other women. And Talene, again, with her thirsty ass fucking camel, was stage center. I mean, who's ever producing Talene knows how to produce housewife shows. Okay, just insert here, insert here, insert here. That's classic housewife formula. You always stay getting something stirred, have a hand in every pot. That's how you get more scenes. The likelihood of getting in more scenes is the more pots you're in. And so she just chimed in constantly to these women who have relationships prior to her existence. So when Lisa says fuck up, you should probably fuck up, Talene, because you don't really know. Because it's not about You're not trying to protect Brooks at this point. You're just trying to insert here so you can have some camera time. And a lot of people liked and appreciated Talene this season. I was just not one of them. A lot of people appreciate Caroline Stanberry. I'm just not one of them. I don't think your storyline should consist of betraying the ladies that you're supposed to be having camaraderie with and gold flake salad with. Okay? You could take that and just kick Sandy rocks. But I love Lisa. I love Caroline Brooks. They were my MVPs this season. I saw a different side of Caroline Brooks. And then to find out that she's basically has like an allergic reaction to alcohol, which makes her like kind of like just drunk really fast. Like she like just she's like after two, she's lost, And so the producers have to, instead of encourage her liquor intake, like Leah McSweeney says they do, they be asking her to calm it down. So anyway, I feel like season 2 was an okay season. I'm not into friend betrayal. It was a little triggering. It was so high school. It was a little triggering. Like, I'm like, yeah, I might have some unresolved high school shit, right? Even from the Mean Girls table, right? Yeah. I'm like, and these geriatric heifers are acting so freaking high school. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable, I tell you. Anyway, thanks for coming through to LRGA Curves today. Thanks for hanging in there through the technical difficulties. We're going to be back in about 15 minutes with the Housewife Roundup for the Real Housewives of OC and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, because Mary Cosby's back. Back again. Yes. Okay, you guys. We are going to end this stream here. I will see you in the next video. But if you don't get to come back, be sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way out. And ring my bell. Ring my bell so you can get notified when I upload videos. Okay, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.